Are you giving too much away? In a world that celebrates selflessness, we often forget the thin line between being generous and overextending ourselves. We often hear about the importance of being generous and putting others first. But what about the dangers of giving too much? Imagine a car without gas, and that's what happens when we give away too much of our time, money, and energy, and forget to recharge ourselves. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. In this video, I'm going to reveal the hidden impacts of being overly generous and how it might be secretly affecting you. You will learn how to balance your giving to ensure you stay energized and fulfilled, and how to keep your own cup full while helping others. First, you may develop unrealistic expectations of people. When we give freely without the expectation of return, it avoids disappointment. But if we're honest, deep down we often do expect reciprocity. Over time, as you increasingly meet others' needs unasked, you facilitate reliance on your giving nature. People grow to assume your perpetual assistance rather than learning to help themselves. As Oprah Winfrey once said, "You get in life what you have the courage to ask for." The hard truth is, your giving unlikely matches what comes back. Avoid resentment through detached giving. Lend a hand because it aligns with your values, not because you anticipate reciprocation. Ask yourself, am I giving this to be giving, or so someone will give back to me? Adjust intentions accordingly. Second, people will expect your continual support. Humans easily fall into patterns and entitlement. The more readily you rush in to handle situations for others, the more their expectations solidify that you'll always take care of it, so they needn't bother. Essentially, your overextending trains people to underextend. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Eleanor Roosevelt. Should requests surpass your comfort, it's your right and responsibility to decline, despite others' assumptions or reactions. Your energy is not owed. Your energy is yours. Take it back by doing less for others, but not because you're upset with their requests. Third, in servicing external priorities, your own get neglected. Being busy can feel good for a while because it keeps you from dealing with your inner problems. But if you keep avoiding these issues, they get worse. What do you feel when you're alone and not busy? Don't run from these feelings, try to understand them. When you do too much for others and ignore your own needs, you end up feeling tired and resentful. Make your emotional needs as high a priority as your practical efforts for others. The old wisdom says you cannot pour from an empty cup, meaning provide for yourself first before attempting to provide for others. Apply this by saying no to non-essential external asks when your internal asks require attention. No one else can define your worth. Redirect from insecure overgiving toward confident self-care. Next, overextending yourself can project weakness rather than strength. If you're always available, people might take you for granted. Show self-respect by setting boundaries. Remember, if someone doesn't like your limits, they probably took advantage of you. Take control. Do less for others, say no when you want, and ask for help when needed. Balance giving and receiving to show your confidence. People will respect that, and you will become an example for them. Give respectfully, not abundantly, out of insecurity. Stop letting others take advantage of you. Act based on your beliefs for fair relationships, not just to please others. Fifth, along these lines, need-based relationships develop. Being too available creates one-sided bonds, where people come to you only in crises. They connect for their needs, not for mutual support. If you don't recharge yourself, you become less bright and attract people who need help, not equal partners. Anais Nin said, "We see things as we are, not as they are." To find giving relationships, be a giver yourself. Offer help positively. Set boundaries to avoid burnout. Connect when you're full, not when you're looking for something. Sixth, too much tiredness hurts even good habits. When you focus too much on others, your own balance suffers. This imbalance can push you towards unhealthy choices, like overusing alcohol or gambling, as a way to find stability. Lao Tzu advised, keep it simple and modest, reduce selfishness, and limit desires. Pay attention if friends or family are concerned about you picking up bad habits. The more you struggle, the more help you might need. If you're running low on inner peace, seek assistance. Learn to say no early and more often to prevent the need for serious recovery efforts later. Remember, taking care of yourself isn't just good for you, it's necessary. 7th, be careful with unusual kindness. Often people are kind only when it helps them. Be smart about who you trust and where you put your energy. Not everyone who seems to need help deserves it. Colleen Hoover said, "Sometimes you have to let go of people. Set boundaries and choose who you help wisely. Stay away from relationships that drain you. Save your energy and protect your true friendships." Now, let's talk about how to avoid giving too much. Trust your gut feelings to guide your generosity. As Oprah said, listen to that nagging feeling, then feel at peace with your choice. Let your own well-being and values decide what you do. Learn to say no. You don't always have to help others to be valuable. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. The best way to succeed is to be kind. Start by being kind to yourself. Make time for yourself that can't be interrupted. Do things that make you happy. Remember, on a plane, you're told to put on your oxygen mask first before helping others. The same goes for life. Take care of yourself first, so you can help others without hurting yourself. Finally, stay away from people who take your energy but don't give back. Spend time with people who give, not just take. Abraham Lincoln said, "Fight for what you think is worth it." Protect your energy from these vampires. Your well-being needs a balance of giving and taking. Don't give so much that you're left with nothing. Take care of yourself first, so you can help others without burning out. Give wisely and accept help. We all help build a caring community together.